So what did you find out?
Well, this discovery was really made by Dr. Wilhelm Heinrich Schuessler. He was born in 1821, and he was originally a bit like Hahnemann. Actually, he translated, taught languages. Sorry,
Mhm.
Hahnemann was fluent in about 7 languages, wasn't he? And when Hahnemann became disillusioned with medicine, he became a translator of medical texts. So there's a nice link to Schuessler in that Schuessler taught foreign languages before he then studied to be a doctor, and then he studied to be a homeopath. And then he gave up homeopathy as a practice because he said there were an unmanageable number of remedies to deal with. And of course, we're so lucky now, aren't we, that we have our repertory and we have the World Wide
Yes.
Web, we're able to access these. And, I always take my hat off to Indian friends in the homeopathic community who learn the repertories so intensely and have such incredible knowledge. But for us over here in the UK, we do rely a lot, not just on our repertory books, but on the digital repertories that we now have. And I'm sure that if Schussler had had a digital repertory, he probably would have stuck with homeopathy. But he decided there was just too much going on, too many remedies. And
Uh-huh.
he was excited by the scientific research by two important scientists, Dr. Rudolf Virchow, who was a pathologist, and a Dutch scientist and physiologist, Jacob Molschott. And he really discovered mineral salts in the body. And these men were writing scientific papers, and Schussler was devouring them and wanted to find out how he could manage this new discovery. And what he did was actually, it sounds quite bizarre, but he took the ashes from the local cemetery and analyzed the ashes to find out what was left after people had decomposed, and all the water and all the organic matter from the body had disappeared. And what was left, he found, were these minerals, mineral tissue salts, which is what he called them. And that's what he chose to really research. He limited it to 12, so there's 12 tissue salts that Schussler used and then did a lot of clinical research on. And so that's where it all started. And I think, yeah, it's such a fascinating beginning and so closely linked to Hahnemann and to the homeopathic principle.